What are you passionate about? What is your passion? Are you passionate about seeing God's kingdom established on earth? Are you passionate about putting to flight the works of darkness? Are you passionate about seeing the families of the earth receiving the blessing, the Abrahamic blessing, the gospel? That's the blessing. That's the Abrahamic blessing. Is that your passion? Are you passionate about the things that God is passionate about? Are you passionate about seeing the whole earth covered with the knowledge of His glory? If you are, then you've got sanctified passion. You've got sanctified passion where your passion becomes the things that concerns God. And if you have that, then you've got apostolic passion. Floyd McClung has defined apostolic passion as a deliberate, intentional choice to live for the worship of Jesus in the nations. It has to do with being committed to the point of death to spreading His glory. It is the quality of those who are on fire for Jesus, who dream of the whole earth being covered with the glory of the Lord. Do you have such dream? Do you have dream of seeing the whole earth covered with the glory of the Lord? McClung has defined the 4 features of apostolic passion. The number 1 is apostolic abandonment. Have you recklessly abandoned yourself that God's will be done? Jesus would say, "Let your will be done and not my will." Would you say the same thing today with Jesus? Do you have apostolic focus? Many young people do not have focus on the things of God. They can't focus on the things of God. Just like it is said, the Bible says, looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith, who because of the joy set before Him, He despised the shame. Jesus despised the shame. He embraced the cross. Would you embrace the cross today? Would you embrace the suffering of the flesh? Would you embrace the suffering that will bring an end to the flesh so that God will be glorified in your life and then in the nations of the earth through you? Would you be involved in apostolic praying? Are you passionate about communing with your Father on a daily basis? Not for a short time, but for such a time that God's hand can rest upon you. A young man in Bible school offered to help David Wilkerson years ago when he was ministering on the streets of New York City. Wilkerson asked him how much time he spent in prayer. The young students estimated about 20 minutes a day. Wilkerson told him, "Go back, young man. Go back for a month and pray 2 hours a day, every day for 30 days. When you have done that, come back. Come back and I might consider turning you loose on the streets. Where there is murder, where there is rape, where there is violence and danger, if I send you out now on 20 minutes a day, I'll be sending a soldier into a battle without any weapons and you would get killed." Do you have the tenacity to stay in the presence of God, praying, crying out that His will be done right on earth? The 4th thing McClung mentioned is apostolic decision making. Have you made a decision, or would you make a decision? Several heroes in the scriptures made decisions. Esther said, "If I perish, I perish." She will go in to meet with the king. What an apostolic decision she has made there. You see, the 3 young Hebrew men, they made a decision. They told the king, they say, "Oh king, we are not careful to answer you in this matter. We will not bow down to your statute. The God whom we serve is able to save us from you. And if He will not, we will choose to die. But we will not bow to your golden statue." Paul set his gaze on reaching out to the Israelites. He would go to Jerusalem. He wouldn't allow any true prophecy to break his heart because he has passion for his brethren. He said, "I wish that I were accursed for your sake, that you may come into the knowledge of God." What a decision he has made there. Several apostles made this same decision. Today I want to invite you to embrace sanctified passion. Passion that will bring down the will of God on earth. Passion that will glorify His name. Embrace this today so that wherever you find yourself, you will be God sent. You'll be the apostle of God. because God is counting on you. God is counting on you today, that you will embrace this apostolic passion and you will go out there and you will be passionate about the things that God is passionate about, that His kingdom may be established on earth.